growing up with a disability, I mean, everyone is curious.
Oh, mate, there's a very broad selection of responses that you get when you're walking down the street.
One of the common interactions that I have is kind of like people stepping in to do something for me, which I'm perfectly capable of doing, but they'll kind of jump in and assume that I can't do it.
You can get so over it when you just want to be left to your own devices, or you just want to walk down the street and just be in your own little world, but you're always this beacon.
I've had situations where someone, didn't necessarily understand, and they're just like, what's this problem, or something like that. I can see why people are, sort of not always sure, how do I address it?
Everyone is going to have a degree of curiosity, which is okay. Turning your head and seeing what's going on is normal.
There we go.
I find that a lot of people get a little bit nervous when they want to ask me about my disability.
That's the way.
They don't know how to ask or how I'm going to react. They get a little bit sort of, oh, but, I found that, talking about it actually helps me accept as well, and hopefully I can teach people, about my experiences as well. So I always say, just out and ask.
If people were to ask me about my disability, I would just feel really seen, and if they asked me, oh my God, how can I help you? How can I assist you in your disability? I would be like, oh my God, yes.
To be approached, I guess, respectfully, just like, hey, do you mind if I ask you why you're in a wheelchair? And I'm more than happy to answer the question.
If they approach us with disability and say, you got a lovely gift, I know you had a hard time when you were young and that, but look who you are now. It's been kind to people like us.
I think I'd prefer to be approached with just understanding, kind of that it's not a big deal. Like, oh, she needs to go and manically stretch for a while because she can't sit still. And that's cool. That's all good.
I do think it's perfectly fine for people to come up and ask about my disability, and I would be pretty happy to answer them.
The easiest way to approach me with a question about my disability is come up to me with a smile and go, hey Amy, tell us about your leg. How did that happen? As long as it's with a smile, we're all good.
If anyone has a genuine, well-meaning question, I think, more than happy to answer. But I think it's not even, it's not to even approach it with disability in mind. It's just treat anyone as you would any other human being. I think it's really that simple.